All right, welcome to a push day here. We're starting off with triceps. I think we might go triceps, chest, triceps, and then lateral raises, or maybe I think I'm just gonna put chest at the end. Actually, do triceps, lateral raises, and then triceps, and then chest at the end with like a flat variation or some shit like that. But that ensures that we can just stay on the cable for the next 30 minutes or so, doing all our exercises. We're starting with an overhead tricep extension. Get comfortable here. All right. Okay. All right. I think we're gonna do 3 sets of that, so 2 more sets of that, and then lateral raises. All right, moved on to set 2 here. You know, this fucking thing shakes like crazy. I don't know if you guys saw it on my last set, but it shakes like crazy, and I've been trying to control that. I don't know why it does, but okay, yep. Okay, that's better. I went up weight from the first set. This set felt a lot better for 12 reps. Those actually felt like they were meaningful reps, so I enjoyed that. This one was set 3. All right, moving on to set 3 here. Bumped up the weight yet again. Whew. We're gonna see how it goes. Pain by 3 days grace, if you guys are wondering. The last of those was a teenage dirtbag. Okay, here we go.
Hey, boss. Hey.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to lateral raises. All right, to be honest with you, I'm not a huge, I don't really delve too deep into like super isolated exercises using cuffs and shit like that to kind of, you know, take out every other aspect of the movement. And this isn't a cuff, this is a strap that I like to use because it feels a little more comfortable to me. But honestly, I saw this movement where, I mean, people have been using cuffs with rings on them, on their wrists lately. But I saw one where you put it above your elbow and it takes out the elbow and the wrist factor, so a straight just side delt. And I wanted to try it, but I don't have cuffs with rings on them. I left mine at the house from like high school. So, you know, maybe one day I'll get that though. And we'll do lateral raises a little bit different. But for today, we're just gonna do it with the strap and nothing else on the cable. Come on. All right, for the next set, I'm gonna bump this shit up, but I gotta finish this set out first. But I will be bumping the weight up for the next set. Come on. Here we go. Okay. All right. One more set of that. Second set on these lateral raises here. We have Fortunate Son blessing our ears right now. I'll move the weight up 5 pounds, or the number 5 on this cable stack. Sometimes I think the pounds are not accurate, but we're gonna rip this set. And that'll probably be it for the lateral raises. Probably only going to do 2 or 3 sets. So we'll see how this set feels, and then we'll decide if we're doing a third. Okay, moving to the right side now. Okay. All right, let's move on. All right, we're moving on. You know, remember I was talking about isolation exercises? I've seen this one passed around a lot with D-ring cuff handle things. Again, I don't have those, but they're basically, they stand with the cable and they press their arm up against the metal part of it, and then they press down. So I'm going to see how good this feels. I've tried it with lighter weight, and I'm going to do it with heavier weight on an actual set. Okay. You know what? That actually isn't awful. My big ass tricep is like forcing my arm away from the metal backing that it's pressed up against. But you know what? For the most part, it's not bad. But I usually see people with their like elbows pressed up against it. I don't know how they fucking. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna press my tricep against it and hug my tricep. Okay. One more set of that. One more set of that. Alright, we'll move on to some fucking chest flies here. This is going to be the last exercise of the workout. I'm thinking 2 sets here. The reason I wanted to do a fly instead of a press, that the triceps would become a major limiting factor because we did those first. So on a pressing exercise, that the triceps could have been a limiting factor. I'm not saying they would have been. I'm not saying that you can't press after doing triceps. I just prefer a beautiful fly because it takes the triceps out of it a little bit because you're not extending the arms, you know, sort of thing. I like to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't. I just like to fucking work out. Okay. All right, one more set. That felt really fucking good. One more set. All right, moving on to set 2 here. I want to get this done so I can go get cardio and get the fuck out of here. I'm starving. I only had carbs before the exercise today. I did not do anything else besides that, so we're running low on fuel here. And I've been taking the cut a little bit more seriously the past couple of weeks because I got Cancun. So, you know how it is. We're going to get this workout done. We got Carry on My Way with Sun by Kansas playing right now. Hopefully it carries us to the end of the workout. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here.